Hello everybody, welcome to Cape Rugby TV. It's Friday night pre-record in preparation for Saturday. Right, so if you're watching us right now, studio line number, we'll put it up on the lower, on the bottom of the screen in a second. You can win yourself a set of tickets to go and watch Western Province take on the Bulls at Newlands tomorrow. So the number is 021-286-2341. We'll take some of your calls and ask you a couple of questions. So nice to have you along. With me in the studio, Jerome Parvat. Hello, Jerome.
Hello, JP. Good to be back after, I think, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. Yeah.
Been gone.
Nice to have you. Yeah. So it's a little bit different. It's live on Facebook.
Yeah, it is, eh?
Yeah.
So I must count my words.
You can always count your words, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Folks, if you are watching right now, big thanks to Hisense that's, of course, come on board with Cape Rugby TV as our technical partner. Score Energy Drinks. I better turn this can. There we go. Score Energy Drinks is on board with us. If you want to win yourself a case of Score during the course of the next hour, I'm going to give away a can, at least a can, 24 cans, a case of Score Energy Drinks, and you'll be able to win that. So just keep your cell phones handy. And then, of course, Dulux Maitland at number 30 Coburg Road. If you want any of your paint requirements sorted out, then Dulux Maitland is the place to go. Speak to the guys there. They'll come to your shop and they'll do spec on all of your requirements, whether it's your home or your business. They'll measure it all so you don't waste any money, because they'll get you exactly the right amount of paint that you need, but of course help you with all the other products as well. So that's, of course, Dulux Maitland and Colour Tone. Nice to have them on board with Cape Rugby TV. So stick around, keep your phones handy. We will be taking a couple of calls during the course of the next hour. Right, Jerome, just tell us quickly, where have you been for the last 3 weeks?
JP, I've been the first week I was away. I was in Bulawayo in Zimbabwe. And then last week, yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was in Namibia.
Namibia. And are you going to tell us why you've been traveling like this? I mean, has it been a Kenya matter? Bulawayo is obviously not Kenya.
I coached the national team of Kenya 15s. So we're busy with playing Car Cup and qualifiers for the World Cup for next year.
Oh, right. Okay, so you're traveling with the Kenyan team.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What's it like? What's it like traveling with another national team? I mean, I know you've done this a lot, but do you enjoy yourself? Obviously, you must enjoy it.
Yeah, really. One thing that I enjoy is going see Africa, but because I go to Uganda, we go to all over Africa. So I've been when I was with Super Rugby, you normally go to New Zealand and Australia. Yeah. So now I got to see Africa, which you don't see, and I've been to Madagascar and all sorts of funny places that I've never seen. So yeah, it's good to be with the team and to see other countries and to help the guys. We've got a sort of almost like a CSI program with Kenya Rugby Union, which we took on 5 years ago. So yeah, still busy with them, and it's going good at the moment.
All right, we've got a few people on Facebook asking us, Jerome, did you do any talent identification there? Question coming in from Chantel van der Vent, Bulawayo, and so it wasn't really talent identification. So no, Chantel, I would imagine that the answer to that is no. But no, you got to do. How do you do talent identification for Kenya?
No, I don't do.
They
for
sort
Kenya.
it out for you.
They sort out their own things. I just help the national team.
And then we got a comment in here from Regan Adams. He says, "Good luck, Hamlets, on tomorrow's game." Chantel van der Ven saying, "My prediction for tomorrow: Marties to beat the Lulu Boys, Rainbows and Villages to win." Sounds like a prediction. And then Nicola Baskachny, "Good luck to Union Mill against Belhar tomorrow. #Millies." So we got a couple of fantastic comments coming in there during on our stream. So, folks, if you are watching on Facebook right now, just keep posting. Let us know your thoughts. Chantal wants to know, what about coming to Kraaifontein? Have we not been to Kraaifontein? We've been to Kraaifontein. Who did we? Kraaifontein Hamlets. If you're watching Kraaifontein Hamlets, we've covered that game. All right, we're going to stay live on Facebook now. For those of you that missed last week's game, we were out at Marmore, where Hamlets were up against the Villages. All right, so of course, those of you that don't know, Hamlets Rugby Club is in Marmore, which is there right next to Atlantis. In fact, share the fields, and it was absolutely fantastic to be there. Why don't we show you the first half highlights?
Nothing changes.
Life. Life.
Right, you're of course watching us on Facebook at the moment and Cape Town TV. If you are watching with me in studios, Jerome Parvater. We just saw the highlights of the Hamlets Mamre game. Hamlets leading 19-17 in the first half. Jerome, it was our first time up at Mamre. It was really, really good fun. What did you make of the rugby on the first half there?
Yeah, I must say it's very good. A lot of running, but I must say that the defense on both sides was good. I saw Mamre scored 2 tries now. I saw the try that number 9 of Villagers scored. But I must say the defense, with all the running and all the playing, the guys keep the defensive lines and the defense was very good. Just a couple of times Mamre struggled there in the scrum, but in general play they were good.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because I'm going to tell you something about that. So you've picked that up. You picked that up by just watching the highlights. Okay, so folks, we're of course live at the moment. If you got any comments coming in, 286 2341 is the studio line. If you want to give us a call, I'll give you a set of double tickets to Newlands. All right, so we've got Joseph Simon, and everybody's been sharing. Video, audio quality is good. Thanks, Jandre Marshall Browerens. Jaco Stadler says Franschhoek die 19e teen Parel, place to be. All right, we're going to see if we can get out there. Michelle Badenhorst, good luck against Hamlets. Jerome Parvater, oh, there was a question, of course, on the talent identification. Let's take a look now at the highlights from the second half. back, everybody. Yeah, that was the second half highlights. Mamre against, at least not Mamre, Hamlets, of course, against Villagers. It was home ground, as we said earlier, on advantage for Hamlets. Jerome, second half went to, and you spoke about it in the first half. Second half went to uncontested scrums.
Yeah, it's quite clever. If you ever, obviously, the coach of Hamlets,
Gavin Parsons,
have something up his sleeve there, and it helped him. It helped him a bit because I mean the law allows you if there's not 23 players, you don't. If it's 22 only, you can play around with that. But that's clever thinking.
Yeah.
And I mean, I must congratulate Hamlets on the defense because there was a couple of line breaks. Normally, line breaks like that, it's a try. And the catch-up defenders were quite good. I mean, a couple of times on the try line, which they stopped the momentum there.
Well, it ended up being a win for Villagers. They won that game 20 points to 19. Just incidentally, folks, in case you missed the results on Wednesday night, and Jerome, I don't know if you picked up this, UWC went down to False Bay, 46-22. We're going to get Jonathan van der Walt on the line just now. We did speak to him on Wednesday night, but we won't talk to him again. He's always available for good conversation. So he's probably watching us on Facebook right now. In fact, we wonder. Scottsdene beat Laguna at least 74 points to 12. All right, a couple of comments coming in on Facebook again. Chantal van der Ven saying number 9 of Villagers is Kookwater and Nippy. Yeah, no, pretty good. All right, we did speak to Gavin Parsons. He's the head coach of Hamlets. Always nice chatting to him. Let's hear what he has to say. Right, folks, we're of course here out at Mamre, where Hamlets playing against Villagers. With me is Gavin Parsons, the coach of Hamlets. Gavin, personally, I thought it was a great game.
Ja, JP, definitief, het was een fantastische game. Ik denk Villagers te komen met alles wat hulle het en hulle was definitief one of so much pressure in the scrums. That's why I have to do some other stuff, you know.
Ek sien julle het uncontested scrums gehad. Maar kom ons praat 'n bietjie van daar was baie, ons het vanoggend gepraat op die TV show. Baie druk op albei spanne. Lyk my dit was so belangrik vir julle om op die oomblik om in die bokant van die liga te kom.
Ja, definitief, JP, want albei spanne is nog steeds in die reis gewees en Super League B is nog steeds oop. Ja. En al soveel, ek dink die top 6 spanne kan nog steeds in die top 4 eindig. Dis hoeveel daar so baie druk op die spelers en afrigters is. Maar ek moet sê wel dan aan Villagers, hulle het regtig vir ons vandag gewen en hulle verdien dit regtig.
Dit lyk my jou agterlyn het 'n bietjie groter geraak.
Ja, ons try om 'n bietjie mieliemeel en pap en sulke waggetjies in te jag, maar dit help nie veel nie, maar ek dink ons het kansse gehad wat ons nie gebruik het nie. En waar ons het vandag actually 3-3 gedruk en Villagers 2 waar hulle penalty spaal toe geskop het en ons 'n vital penalty op time misgeskop.
Dus maar dit gaan maar nog steeds die fans was hier buite. Ek meen dit is fantasties om al die fans hier buite te sien en ons mense kan nou eers aansien waaroor julle praat. Dat daar so baie gees is by Hamlets.
Ja, dit is so JP en Mamre is reg nie eintlik baie om te doen nie. So al die mense kom maar rugbyveld toe. So ek haal my hoed af vir die spectators. Hulle staan bankwas agter die span.
Kevin, ons los dit daarso en ons praat binnekort met jou op die show.
Ja, thanks JP. Enjoy.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to take an ad break in a second or so. In fact, we'll take that ad break right now, and when we come back from the ad break, we'll be catching up with the Hamlets vice captain Fabian Nonis. Speak to him. Be back after the break. All right, that's how we do it on TV. All right, welcome back. We're just going to snip that section out. For those of you that are watching right now, if you want to call me in the studio, anybody that's watching us right now, call me in the studio on the following number, 021-286-2341. There you see it on the screen right now. Call us in the studio. And all I need to know from you is who's Western Province Rugby, the Currie Cup side, who's Western Province playing at Newlands tomorrow. I'll give you a set of double tickets to go and watch the match between Western Province and the team that you must tell me who it is. All right, Faber Nonis is, of course, the vice captain at Hamlets. Let's hear what he has to say. Right, folks, with me now is Faber Nonis. He's, of course, the captain of Hamlets. Faber, tough game vandag?
Ja, JP is 'n baie tawe een gewees. Dit kan enige kant toe gaan. Dit punte sê dit. Ek dink is binne 7 punt range. En ek dink albei spanne was honger vir die wen, maar aan die einde van die dag is daar maar een wenner wat van die veld af kan kom.
Spanlik bietjie anders van wat jy laas gesien het by Kuilsrivier. Ek sê nou net vir Gavin, julle agterlyn lyk bietjie groter.
Nee, eintlik is 'n paar 10 Kuilsrivier was daar 'n paar players wat nou nog nie op vorm was nie of nog nie fit genoeg was nie, maar ek dink hierdie jaar het hulle fit geraak, so van hulle is terug en daar's obviously 'n paar beserings.
Daar was 'n paar close calls daarso. Ons het gesien op die end was julle amper oor die lyn daar 'n paar keer. So 'n close game.
Ek dink daar het ons self in die voet geskiet, over eagerness. So ek dink as ons net bietjie meer geduldig was vir die bal, sou ons dit deurgehak het, maar einde van die dag, dit is wat dit is.
Maar luister, wel gedaan. Ek het gedink dit was 'n great game, wen of verloor.
Okay, baie dankie JP vir julle wat gekom het. Baie dankie aan ons crowd wat ons elke dag na dag so support. So aan hulle vir Hamlets, baie dankie.
Lekker vibe.
Okay, thanks JP.
Welcome back, folks. Cape Rugby TV. For those of you that didn't get that studio line number, 021-286-2341. Jerome, tomorrow, Western Province at Newlands. Some of the boys will be happy to be back on the park at Newlands.
Yeah, Wednesday's game wasn't a good result for us against Griquas, but I'm sure the guys will step up tomorrow, which is always quite a big derby because between Bulls in Province.
Yeah.
So in Province need points now, so yeah.
All right, so we're going to see where that game goes. We managed to also speak to Villages head coach Clinton van Rensburg. He's no stranger to Cape Rugby TV. Let's see what Clinton has to say. Folks, with me now is Clinton van Rensburg. We're out here in Marmara, a little bit of a distance from Cape Town. Clint, coach of Villages, you must be happy with this result.
Very happy. I tell you what, that was one hell of a club game. I tell you what, it's a pity that there had to be a loser. Credit to Gavin and his boys. I mean, they came out fighting, they played a hell of a lot of rugby. But credit to my boys who've defended like Trojans today. Absolutely amazing heart and character shown by the Villages boys.
Tough. I mean, it was very physical.
No, listen, we knew it was going to be fast and furious. And they've got a great crowd here, a great setup. I mean, this is what club rugby should be about. Helter Skelter, and listen, we got away with it today, and it was an important win for us. So I think we were just a little bit more desperate than the Hammies boys.
Just looking at from a rugby perspective now, the on-field stuff, your defensive lines really had to stick together there. There was a couple of times where Hamlets were just pushing for the edge there towards the last end of the game. Close.
Yeah, I know with sides like Hamlets that throw it around and step, you've got to keep your lines, and it was all about just keeping that big white line, working for each other, catch up defenders, and just ballsy. That's all I've got to say about this bunch of boys. They've got a trip back on the bus. We came on the bus, so I think it's going to be fun and festivities on that bus for sure.
We'll leave it at that, Clint. We'll catch you on the show soon.
All right, thank you very much, JP. I'll see you on the
Right, welcome back, everybody. Of course, Clinton van Rensburg. He is the coach at Villages. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that result. Close enough, though. That top of the table push at the moment, Jerome. A lot of those clubs are now really, because we're into that promotion league scenario. We're into the bottom 5, the bottom 9. I get a little bit confused with all of that sometimes, but there's a big push at the moment for teams to kind of drive, because we're sort of getting into that business end of the season now.
Yeah, as Gavin was saying, there's still about five sides that has got a shot at the cup at the end of the season. So it's quite Super League. It's quite tough. In the bottom 3 guys, they're also going to fight it out. So it's interesting to see who will come out as winners there. And as both of these coaches, they're quality coaches, so you could see that they've done their homework. And Hamlets were really, I saw there at the end there where the guy, one of Villages guys, just kicked the ball out of the hand as the guy went over to score the try.
Yeah.
So they scored 3 tries to 2, and to lose that game, it's but it was a great game, as they both said. Like, a true reflection would have to actually be a draw of that game.
Just looking at the Super League A log at the moment. False Bay sitting on the top. They've played 14. Stellenbosch played 10 games. But it was like 2 weeks ago that they'd only played 5 games. Is it possible, guys? Is it possible that Marty's has played another 5 games so quickly? So it's going to come down to the wire. I mean, False Bay sitting on 63 points and Stellenbosch sitting on 49 points. Marty's have got 4 games in hand. Hamilton's has got 2 games in hand. So there's still it's quite a chase. But it's going to go down to the wire. I mean, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's definitely strange that you say that, JP. I've spoken to the UCT coach yesterday, and they start next week.
SCS roads.
Yeah.
So UCT is back now.
They start next week. Tomorrow we actually play with my under-21s. We play a friendly game against them so that they can get started again. They're gonna play in 7 days. They're gonna play 3 games.
UCT.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of the teams have played. Scottsdene played Saturday, played Wednesday. They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
UWC played last week, played Wednesday, play tomorrow. Yeah. And I think, in fact, Durbal's playing against UWC this weekend. All right, we're going to get Jono van der Walt on the line. Have we got Jono on the line just yet? All right, it's joining us in a second, right, folks? We're, of course, live to you here. So if you want to win yourself a case of Score energy drinks, all right, then all you need to do is SMS the word SCORE to 33090, 33090, and you can win yourself a case of Score energy drinks, or you can call us in the studio on 286-2341 to put yourself in the mix to win that case of Score energy drinks. All right, let's just quickly look at some of the other. In fact, we still have to. Have we got him, guys? All right, who we got? Jono van der Walt. All right, let's get Jono on the line. All right, let's see if we can. Jono van der Walt, coach of False Bay. Welcome to Cape Rugby TV.
How's it, JP? How's it going, man?
Not too bad, Jono. We're just looking at the logs here. This is for you guys. False Bay is going to go down to the wire. Your season is finished now, and you're still on the top of the pile, but Marty's has only got 4 games in hand.
Yeah, that's correct. They got 4 games, and they can get a maximum of 20 points, and I think which could probably put them on 69 out of 70 points. But we all know that they've got Hammies to play this coming weekend, and if Hammies can do some damage, then if they lose 4 or 5 points. But I kind of think the way Marty's have been going, with their remaining games, I think that they might probably take the league this year. Eh?
Well, I think it's a little bit too early, eh? Too soon to tell.
I'd love to believe that. Heart of hearts, I'd say yes, but my gut tells me that Marty's are far too strong this year. Eh?
All right, John, just looking at some, what do you guys do now? What is False Bay up to now? I mean, you guys don't pack up their boots and go home.
No, of course not. So you're giving the guys a rest. You play GWC on Wednesday. I've given them a rest until Monday. Monday we'll bring them in and we're doing some battery testing on some strength and some conditioning. And then I've given them a full week off, so they'll have a week and a half off, and then we'll start maybe with 2 sessions a week, and then build it up towards Gold Cup, and maybe the 2 weeks before we'll go back to 3 sessions a week. And we might throw in a weekend and maybe a bit of Gears weekend and Spanbo as well, and obviously for the Gold Cup, man.
Jono, just while we got you on the line, just give us a couple of predictions here. It's Vixa are up against SK Warmers tomorrow. Your thoughts there?
Where they're playing?
They're playing at the Donny Craven Stadium. Good question, yeah. So it's home ground advantage for Vix.
Yes, I'll say I see Aussie and the boys are back there. Maybe I'll put one for SK, but I know they've had some injuries. Haven't been practicing so often. Vix play hot and cold. I'll say maybe Vix, but only by 5 or 7 points.
And then Peniel Villages and Brackenfell.
Peniel are struggling this year. Brackies are looking to end their season on a good note as they build for next year, so I'll say Brackenfell to take that one.
NTK Primrose.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one. Where they're playing?
They're playing at NTK, Jan Burger Sports Complex.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a difficult one to call. Maybe home ground advantage, but both teams need those points to avoid relegation and to avoid promotion. So I think I'll sit on the fence there. All
right. 3 more to go. Hamilton's and Stellenbosch. Marty's.
I'll go for a hammy sneak win, but looking at the last performance and seeing how Marty's are going, I think Marty to take it by 15, 20 points. But every hammy's person and player listening will hate me for it. But yeah.
Turbell against UW.
Durban will be very strong. UWs are a good side, but Durban's pack, some of their backline players, I think, will be a little bit too strong for UWs there.
And then finally in Super League A, and of course you've played against all of these teams that we just spoke about, Belhar and Union Mill.
Belhar, Unimil, I'll back Unimil on this one. They're in a great run of form, spirits on a high, and I think they're looking to try and make that President's Cup, so I'll go Unimil for the win there.
President's Cup. Few people aiming for the President's Cup. Looking forward to maybe playing at Newlands again.
That is correct. You know, the top 6 teams, it's a great tournament to play in. I believe next year it might be part of the league itself, so I think maybe some training grounds for those teams are looking to partake in it next year.
All right, John, we're going to leave it there. Enjoy the weekend. I suppose now I can say go and enjoy the weekend. You can relax.
Well, yes, you can spend time with family for a change, and maybe get away for the weekend or something.
All right, John, thanks, man. Always a pleasure chatting to you, as always.
Cheers, JP. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. John van der Walt, the head coach there at False Bay. Jerome, I suppose they'll be happy to have a bit of a breather.
Yeah, they will definitely be happy to have that. But now, as I said earlier on, now it's teams are looking at other teams to do them favors. And I always tell whichever team I coach is, you determine your own destiny.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of games where Falls Bay might have just not get their bonus points, which might hurt them, and so you can't depend on other sides now.
Yeah.
So they hope that if Hemis can beat them, if this team can, then they can. So
who knows?
That's going to be a dogfight.
All right, folks. We also spoke to Ashley Clark. He's of course the captain of Villagers. Let's catch up with him before we go to the break. Right, folks, with me now, Ashley Clark, captain of Villagers. Ash, happy?
Yeah, geez, ecstatic. Come out here to Hamlets. I don't think our club in our long history has ever played against or ever lost to them. I mean, ever won, ever beaten these oaks. We've played them twice, I think, and this is the 3rd time. And yeah, we beat them away at Hamlets. They beat us both times, once away, once at home. And geez, to come away with a victory like that, it's unbelievable.
I mean, it was down to the wire. I mean, that penalty, I think, that your brother put over, that's what clinched it for you.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was fairly early. Well, not fairly early, but it was quite sort of middle of the second half there, I think. And after that, it was both sides challenging for a few more points just to take the win.
Yeah, I know. It's as Clint said. I heard him say that it's horrible to see a side actually walk away with a loss after a game like that. And I mean, I must say to all the locals, the Hamlets locals and the Hamlets rugby side and club, well done. Thanks for hosting us like this. I think it was amazing. Arrive here and you feel like you're at home. It was quite lekker, I must say. It was something else.
Well, the kids are enjoying themselves behind us here, but this is what club rugby is about. Actually, we're going to leave it at that.
Lekker.
We know that we always can catch you guys on the show soon.
No, definitely.
There we go. Right, folks, we're live here, and for those of you that have just joined us, we're pre-recording, so it's you can give us a call in the studio, 286-2341. I've got a set of double tickets, a couple of sets of double tickets to give away to the match at Newlands. All you need to do is call in and tell me who are the Western Province team playing against at Newlands tomorrow. I'll give you a clue. They wear blue. Sounds like blue. 286-2341. Give us a call in the studio right now, and we'll give you an opportunity to win a set of double tickets to go and watch Western Province take on the Bulls at Newlands. You just need to tell me who they're playing. All right. We of course also have an opportunity to win a case of Score energy drinks. If you want to win yourself this case of Score energy drinks, of course, Score's on board with Western Province Rugby as the official sponsor to the Western Province Rugby Sevens, Western Club Rugby Sevens at least. Then you give us a call on. At least you can SMS in to 33090. So congratulations to last week's winner, Sharon Hendricks. Congratulations, Sharon. Somebody from Cape Rugby TV is going to be giving you a call. You walk away with a case of Score energy drinks, and the guys will be in touch with you. All right, we're going to take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we'll take a look at the rest of the results in Super League. A, B, and C. Of course, in fact, we've already looked at. In fact, we haven't done the Super League A results yet. So we'll take a look at the rest of the results, and then we will also be looking at the fixtures coming up tomorrow. Back in a sec. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Cape Rugby TV here. Let's take a look at the other results now in Super League A. It was a win for UWC over Belhar, 41-27. Brackenfell went down to False Bay, 43-10. Durban went down to Marty, 69 points to 11. SK Warmers with a 65-17 win over Peniel Villages and Tygerberg, 40-22 over Primrose. Vix went down to Union Mill. That was, I think, the big shout-out surprise of the weekend. Good result there, Jerome. Union Mill, Ishmael Dolly, you'll be very happy with that result.
Yeah, Ismail and Union Mill are on the high for what he's been doing so far there. It's good, and I mean they've been winning, so they're pretty much safe to stay up. Which they in the beginning of the season he wasn't sure what they're gonna do, but he's done well there.
Let's take a look at the other results in Super League B. Belleville went down to Cowboys, 39 points to 25. Villages, as we said, with a 1 point win over Hamlets, 2019. With Kraaifontein went down to Collegians, 28-25. And then Violets beating Silurians, 36-26. In Super League C, Busy Bees, 29-30 loss for them against All Saints. It was a win for Elsie Srafir over Macassar, 32-22. Kylemore beat Young Stars. Scott Steen went down to Hamadias by just 5 points. And then, of course, Strand. These are weekend results, folks. Strand went down to Lunga 30-20 and Strand United beat Wraithby. In the promotion league, it was Manenberg Rangers going up over Blue Jets. Retreat with a win over Caledonian Roses. Van der Stel went down to Blue Stars and Young Wesley's. They beat Masiphumelele 20 points to 3. In the regional second round leagues, Progress 24-22 over Tech and Silvertree with a 23-18 win over Western Zebras, and Blake's 25-24 over Imakawi. Whistling Wheels went down to Eerste. Right, folks, before we carry on with the rest of the fixtures, you want to know where we're going tomorrow? Well, we're going to Gardens Tech. We have, in fact, never filmed at Tech. So it's the regional league second round fixtures here, or at least not the fixtures now. Is this now? What do we call this now? Bottom 8 or top 9? Or what's the bottom 8? Yeah, okay. So we've got the bottom 8 results, fixtures at least. So it's Tech against, but these are in the regional league. So it's Tech up against Young Ideas playing at Oranjezicht. So for those of you that want to go and come and join us, Oranjezicht at Gardens Tech, we're going to try and get the coaches of Tech and Young Ideas on the phone in a sec and get their prediction. So that's our game plan for tomorrow. All right, so let's take a look now at the other results that came in. This was, of course, over the weekend. As we mentioned in the PAL League, it was a win for Lower PAL, 23-17 over Allendale. PAL Rangers went down, drew with Simonium 14 all. Peril United went down to Vintmill United 65-35. And Young Gardens 38-34 over Violets. And in Young Stars with a 38-0 over Albions. Right, a couple of comments coming in here. I have to see if I can find these comments. All right, where do we find all the comments, guys? There's so many comments coming in at the moment. All right. Tyrone Steer, disappointed in Kraaifontein. Tyrone, don't worry. I'm sure it's going to be a win somewhere along the line there. But nice to have you on board. I'm just my feed's not picking up here right now, but the guys just told me in the ear that you used to watch us on or at least listen to us on Good Hope FM. I don't know if that's such a great thing, consider how crazy those days were, Good Hope days. Jerome, you were on the show with me many times on Good Hope, and before we started the TV show, we did club rugby on Good Hope FM.
Yeah, I think that's where it all started, JP. And, and now look where we are now.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, we always had great fun. There was a lot of gears on that show. I must say, I enjoyed every minute. I think that's where the whole thing started.
It was quite good going to the studio there in Sea Point and just talk about rugby. It was good. Yeah.
All right, folks. We're going to take another ad break, and when we come back, we're going to start wrapping it up with the fixtures coming up this weekend. We'll also take a quick look at the logs if we've got time. And remember, you can call us in the studio and we'll give you a set of double tickets. So studio line number 2862341, and you can win yourself a set of double tickets to watch Western Province take on the Bulls at Newlands. Right, we'll be back in a sec. Right, welcome back, everybody. We're just trying to get some of the coaches on the line to see who is available, at least what their predictions are for the weekend. Yeah, we're going to try and get all the Norman Jordan at Marty's. We know that Jerome has got some of the phone numbers that we need there to get all these coaches. Right, let's take a look now at the logs in Super League A. So it's a big push at the moment. Everybody's trying to get to that final round, and it's kind of the business end, and we'll see there on the log St. George's, at least not St. George's, sorry, I'm looking at Super League B. In Super League A, it's False Bay at the top of the pile. They've finished their season. They've played their 14 games. Behind them on 49 points is Marty's. They've still got 4 games in hand, and if they win all 4 of those games, they will, with bonus points, they'll put another 20 points on the board, and they'll go up over False Bay. And of course, False Bay will be hoping that some of the teams that Marty's plays against is not going to make it. Hamilton's, of course, sitting at number 3, and then Tygerberg, Durban, and UCT. At the bottom, the guys that are going to be a little bit nervous are NTK, Primrose, and Peniel Villages. In Super League B, we see at the top of the pile there, St. George's, Villages, Helderberg, Hamlets, very close at the top there. And at the bottom, it's Belleville, Violets, Collegians, and Silurians. Meanwhile, in Super League C, All Saints are up against Busy Bees. Not all against Busy Bees, but sitting at the top of the pile. All Saints have played their 12. Busy Bees have played 12. Vineyards and Goodwood. Those are your top 4 teams in Super League C. And at the bottom, Hamadias, Young Stars, and Laguna are going to be a little bit concerned about who's going to be in the bottom 3 there. I'm not sure. Do they get relegated out of Super League C? Yep, they go down to 3, the bottom 3. Yes, Renzo, do they get relegated? That's the question. Do they get relegated? Can we switch back to me? There we go. All right, so there's going to be some interesting games still coming up this weekend. We're, in fact, going to be looking at the match between Young Ideas and Gardens Tech. So that's a first for us. All right. So in Super League C, then All Saints, Busy Bees, and Vineyards. We got A.D. Jacobs, of course, legendary Western Province. At least I'm not even sure how many different teams he played for. He played for the Springboks and played for us. Let's speak to A.D. Jacobs. A.D. Jacobs, welcome to Cape Rugby TV.
How's it, JP? Good to hear from you, man.
Lekker, man. Lekker. How's your afternoon going?
Not too bad, not too bad. I took a half day off, so I'm resting.
You can relax a little bit,
Yeah, looking at France and England playing at the moment.
Yeah, of course, yeah. AD, you guys have had a fantastic season so far. You're sitting at number 7 on the log. Tell us a little bit about how you've... I mean, we did speak to Ishmael on Wednesday night, but how are you feeling about things?
Yeah, we're very ecstatic. I think we didn't expect it to be in the middle table of the... If you look at the beginning of the season, we set a goal that we just want to at least survive in the Super A, and then look where we're at now. At the moment, we're going for top 6 as we speak. So yeah, look, it's a phenomenal effort from the team. I think with no names, I think the boys really did well, and they really came together, and they stuck to the plan we set out for them to play, and I think the results obviously looked after itself at the end.
Folks, we got Adrian Jacobs, A.D. Jacobs, as we fondly know him, on the line with us, former Springbok and Sharks player. A.D., just speaking to Ish and some of the guys in the studio were talking about the environment and just how important the environment is, that the players can just concentrate on the rugby. What would you say made the difference this year? Many teams, they really struggle to come from Super League B. When they come up to Super League A, it's quite a challenge. But you guys seem to have pulled it off. Yeah,
I think if you look in the past seasons, we had a very good off season during December. So I think planning for December, obviously it's semi-professional guys that want to come train on in December. Come January, just before the season starts, I think basically your fitness levels, I think hats off to Garrett Jordan. He's one of the new guys that we brought in regarding the fitness. I think that helped a hell of a lot with the team's dynamic. So I think the fitness and the discipline. I think if you make too many mistakes, Super A teams like the Marties, the Falsburys, the Hamiltons, they championship teams, so they'll put 50 points on you as a team. I think discipline is vitally important if you want to play with the big teams in this league.
Eddie, tomorrow it's Bellahar, Union Mill. For you guys, you're up against Bellahar. They've taken a few knocks. They've taken a few knocks this season. How you guys feeling? I mean, you can't take anything for granted in Superliga.
No, never. I think in the week we spoke about if we stick to our structures. I think it obviously will be tough going to Erica Park. Mr. Boyson and old faithful James Dalton. He's one of the forward coaches there. I think it's not going to be easy, but I think if we stick to our structures like we've done the whole season, hopefully we can pull this one through. But it's not going to be easy. I think that the players know that.
Yeah.
And they know it's a big task to go there and beat Bella. They're also a very proud team, so but they want to bounce back. Obviously, maybe with injuries and that, we were fortunate not having any injuries during the season. I think that kept us continuity going. I think so. Yeah, we know it's not going to be easy, and we're not under the illusion of going there and think it's an easy ride. We're going to still have to work hard and play for each other.
All right, Eddie, we'll leave it at that. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, JP.
There we go, folks. Eddie Jacobs, big friend of Cape Rugby TV and, of course, friend of all of us. We're just waiting to see who's on the line with us now. Jerome, but Eddie Jacobs will be happy as well as Ish. I mean, but Ballar's not going to go to sleep tomorrow.
No, definitely. I think Bronson is not happy with the performance of the team so far. And it's going to be a tough one for them tomorrow. So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting game there.
All right, folks, as you know, we were, of course, out at Langa just the other day, and with us now on the line is Alfred Kewana. He's, of course, the PR and media and marketing guru there on that side of the world. They are playing against LC Rafir tomorrow. Alfred, welcome to Cape Rugby TV.
Good afternoon to you, JP, and your colleagues that side.
Yes, you are live, my friend. Firstly, congratulations on things going so well at Busy Bees. We haven't had a chance to speak to you. Everybody was talking about your big smile.
You say so?
Well, no, I was saying, everybody else was saying.
Yeah, you must enjoy life, JP, man. Life comes once, even bad days will come over.
Alfred, just tell us a little bit about the season so far for Busy Bees. Are you happy with how things are going?
To be honest with you, JP, we're happy with things, the way they're going, because, we are in this our first year to be promoted from the regions to Super C. And we are now second on the log, and numbers are growing, and our developments are going well. Our ladies are doing well. Tomorrow they're playing their last game. That will be a decider. So that means Busy Bees is knocking to the high division, so in high level. So that's good in our club.
Well, you just need to be in the top three to get up there. All Saints, Busy Bees and Vineyards, those are the top three, and Goodwood, in fact. It's a pretty close race for the top three position there. Who are you guys most concerned about? You're playing against LC Rafir tomorrow.
Yes, we play against Rafir at home tomorrow. So we're looking at to take that one, and then we go to Scottsdene, and then the league is done. So at least if we can have in these two games, let's say our 10 and 9 points will do for us to stay there. 10.
So you'll be happy. You've got 3 more games. You want to just try and get 10 points out of those 3 games.
No, it's 2. It's 2. It's tomorrow All Saints, and next week go Scottsdene, and then we're done.
All right. Okay. So you guys think you can pull that off?
Yes, we are even told to our boys that even if we go to the playoffs, that will be fine. If we can just keep it there on the top 3, doors will be open.
All right, Alfred, we'll leave it at that. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks very much. All the best to your side and the collective side.
Cheers, Alfred. Bye-bye. Alfred Kawano, of course, PR at... in fact, Alfred does just about everything, Jerome.
Alfred is everything in the club.
He's everything, yeah. He's been around so long.
He's been around long, yeah. He's really doing a lot for the club, driving the players around, always asking and always willing to help the guys. So he's a typical guy at the club that's, I mean, I don't know if he's not there, what's going to happen, but he's doing really, really great work there.
All right, folks, we're going to take an ad break in a sec. We're just going to see how long we've been going. Let's quickly look at some of the fixtures coming up tomorrow. Vics are up against SK Warmers. Neil Village is up against Brackenfell. NTK and Primrose. Hamilton's and Stellenbosch, Belha, UWC and Belha, and at least Durban and UWC and Belha and Milnerton. And then, of course, it's we're just waiting to get the slides up here. Unfortunately, things are a little bit slow in the production studio tonight. St George's up against Kuilsriver, Solarians and Collegians, Helderberg and Kraaifontein. And then it's Hands and Hearts against Violets. And then it's Hamlets and Rangers. That's, of course, in Super League B. In Super League C, Young Stars are up against Hamadiers, Wraithby and Vineyards. Carlemont, Lagunya, Goodwood, Scottsdene, Busy Bees, Elsies, and All Saints are up against Langa. Promotion League C's Van der Stel against Retreat. Masipumulele and Caledonian Roses. Blue Stars United are up against Young Wesley's. They're playing at Klapmuts. In the second round regional leagues, it's Temperance and Cities are up against Police. Tech are up against Young Ideas. That's where we will be. Silver Tree are up against Progress. Stelcorn, Whistling Wheels, Kylie Che, Mikawi, Eerste Rivier, and Blakes. Right, that is pretty much a wrap for us here on Cape Rugby TV. Jerome, special plans for you this weekend?
Yeah, as I said earlier on, the under-21s are playing UCT tomorrow at 11:30. And then there's a game at Newlands, and there's some club games which I'll probably go to, one or two club games to go see what's going on. So I'll be around tomorrow, yeah.
Just a question, where will the under-21s be playing against UCT?
At the Green Mile.
So it's home,
yeah.
So you're playing, okay, so you're not going to do like a pre-warm-up game at Newlands?
We were hoping, but because of the weather we can't.
Really? Was that a possibility?
Yeah, but it's there's rain for tomorrow, so Julian, Julian is about that field, so we can't.
You got to look after the track, yeah. Jerome, well, I know tonight's show was today's show at least was slightly different with the live feeds, and just to everybody out there that's watching us and all the kind comments that's been coming in. Well, we really are grateful, and we're going to keep the live stream going. And for those of you that are watching us, we hope you've enjoyed the show. Jerome, we'll see you again, hopefully on Wednesday night next week, and get you on the show if you're available. Unless you're traveling.
No. We on camp from Monday till Friday with the under-21s in Hermanus. So unless you phone me.
Yeah, we can phone you. We can give you a call on the.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll find out what.
I'll be available on the. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, folks. That's a wrap from us. We're of course watching Tech up against Young Ideas this afternoon. So come and join us there. We'll see you again on Wednesday night live on Cape Rugby TV. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye bye.